Alright everybody, welcome back to another turn of Operation Outer Space. This will be turn 12 for Germany. That's January of 1942. I believe we have no housekeeping to address, so let's go straight into it. We'll start as always with tech. We'll be rolling for improved construction and advanced mech at a 7 or higher. Both hit. And then we'll be rolling for heavy armor and LRA at an 8 or higher. All of them hit. Wow. Fantastic. Rarely see that. Alright, over to the purchases. We have 60 IPP to spend. Which I did double check, and everything does seem to be in place. I don't think that there's been an error in the past with the German bank, for the past few turns at least. So we have 60 to spend. We're going to be spending on a battleship stage, 2 fighters, a heavy strategic bomber, 2 infantry, 2 airborne, 1 militia, lend-leasing 2 infantry, and then repairing 1 point of bombing damage and building 2 normal railroads, which should clear our bank completely. On to the combat movement phase. We'll raid in place with the battlecruiser and P-72, and with the 2 submarines and A-54. From A-11, we have 1 advanced sub moving 1, 2, 3, 4 into A-20 and raiding there. That's all our raiding. From Paris, we have 2 fighters from the, I guess this Luftwaffe marker, flying 1, 2, 3 into London, escorting a strategic bomber from Western Germany, 1, 2, 3, also into London, and they're going to be bombing the major factory. Let's see, we have from Picardy, we have 1 artillery attacking Normandy, and we have 1 medium armor attacking Normandy and attempting to blitz into Aquitaine, if it can. From Western Germany, we have 2 infantry attacking into the Netherlands, and they're going to be joined by the tactical bomber from Hungary, flying 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we've got 1 infantry and 1 fighter from Western Germany, just attacking Denmark outright. And they're going to be joined by 1 infantry hopping out onto a naval transport. And then moving out into A-12 and conducting an amphibious assault from there, with the rest of the German fleet coming out of port. The 1 coastal defense ship will be part of the continuing force to bombard. The rest of the ships will be the screening force against the coastal defense ship. I think that covers them all. So let's go ahead and start rolling them out. We'll start in A-11. We have battleship at 8, 4 ships at 4. 1, 2. Oh no, that's not right. I moved a CDS over. Okay. 2 torpedo boat destroyers. Move the sub over too. Okay. 2 torpedo boat destroyers, a destroyer and a CDS at 4, and a battleship at 8. And then defending, we have a CDS at 6. We got a hit with multiple things, and the CDS gets a hit too. So we will go ahead and damage our battleship, and nothing else dies. And then the amphibious assault does get to proceed. Okay, onto the amphibious assault. We have 2 infantry attacking at 2. We'll start with the first strike bombard at 2. That's a miss. So now we have 2 infantry attacking at 2, a fighter attacking at 4, and a defending militia at 2. We did get a hit on attack, and we do get a hit on defense. That will be killing the amphibiously assaulting unit. But Denmark is captured. Okay, move on to the Netherlands. We have 2 infantry and a tactical bomber on attack. Tactical bomber hits, and then in defense we have an airborne at 2. Also hits. Okay, so 1 more infantry dead. Alright, and now we have Normandy. We have 1 artillery first strike at 3. That's a hit. And the tank does get to blitz into Aquitaine. Now let's go ahead and take care of the bombing in Paris. For the interception round, the British are going to be intercepting with both fighters. The British and Americans are both intercepting. So we will roll for the interception round. We have 2 fighters escorting at 4, a strategic bomber rolling at 1, and 2 defending fighters at 3. Oh boy. Both of the defending fighters are dead, and nothing else dies. I'm really not mad at losing a few infantry now. Okay, and then onto the bombing itself, we have an inherent anti-aircraft rolling at a 1 and 2d6 of damage. That's a miss and 9 damage. Oop. 1 too many. Okay. Alright. I have forgotten the convoy rating. Let's do convoy rating. Okay, we'll start with the advanced submarine in A20. It's rolling at a net bonus of +4. +4 for the U-boat, +1 for the radar, and defending +1 for LRA only. That's all the damage. One, two, three, four, 5. Okay, next we'll do the submarines in A54. Each of these will be rolling at a net of +3. That's 2 damage. And then the next one will be 2 damage. Perfect. Okay, so then the British take 4 damage from the south. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5 damage from the north. Okay. And then we'll go over to the battle cruiser in P-72. It's rolling at a bonus of... Does radar apply to all units, I think? Yeah, it's not just submarines for radar. Okay, so this will be rolling at a +2 net. 2 damage. And Zach loses 2. There we go. Alright, we have finished all of the combats. Let's go on to our non-combat movement phase. Yep. We'll start with Vichy France. The fighter in French Sudan is flying up to northern Algeria. It's going to be joined there by the Foreign Legion from French Morocco. And then the 2 infantry in northern Algeria are going to be boarding the naval transport and then moving up into M1. The infantry are disembarking into southern France, and the naval transport is going to be going in port in southern France. Alright, we have... in central Romania and in Bessarabia, 3 infantry, 1 from Bessarabia and 2 from Romania, railing to northern Italy. They're going to be joined by an air transport from western Germany, picking up an infantry and flying 1, 2, 3, dropping off the infantry, flying 4, 5, 6 back to western Germany. And then we also have 1 AAA from western Germany railing over to northern Italy. From Bavaria, we have the 86th Army, which is down here now. 3 motorized infantry, 3 AAA, and a mechanized infantry from Bavaria are walking into Switzerland. They're going to be joined by the cavalry from Bohemia and 2 medium tanks from Paris. We have 1 motor infantry in Slovakia moving over to Austria. We have 4 infantry in Alsace-Lorraine moving over into Paris. One of the infantry from Picardy is also walking over into Paris. I did not land my aircraft at the end of the combat movement phase. The 2 fighters from... all the fighters everywhere are going to land in Paris. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The strategic bomber from London is going to land back in western Germany. Well, I do have the 18th Air still. Okay. The tactical bomber from Hungary, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is landing in Western Germany. All these, oh, I did not damage the battleship yet. There we go. In the non-combat movement phase, this transport is going to come out over here too. So they're all together. And I'll clean everything up before passing it along. Well, I think that's everything in the non-combat movement phase. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to the placement phase. We'll start with Bulgaria because I forgot that last time. Going to be aligning Bulgaria. The 86 has a cavalry too. Oop, there we go. Okay, we'll go ahead and roll for the recruitment rolls too. Vici will be rolling at a 2 or less. There's a 2 and a hit. Fantastic. And then the nationalist will be rolling at a 1 or less, and that is also a hit. Fantastic rolls. We'll be rolling. You're collecting 2 more militia. And now we'll place our buys and collect our income. We do have Festung Europa complete now in our non-combat movement phase, so we can go ahead and place our free coastal artillery for that as well. Alright, the Italian will be sent to northern Italy. The Vici will be sent to southern France. The infantry, 1 infantry and 1 militia will be built in Paris. Heavy strategic bomber, 2 airborne, an infantry, and a fighter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, are being built in Western Germany. And the last fighter will be built in Bavaria. The coastal artillery for Festung Europa will go in Picardy. Alright, so now we need to collect our income. We have a base of 47. Add 6 for the Vici income up to 53. Add 6 more for wartime bonuses for Sweden and Romania. And that's what we've got, 59. Okay. Then I believe things should be available there to pass them along for the next Soviet turn. So we'll leave things there and say best of luck on your next rolls.